Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome here to Auto Club Speedway of Southern California as we're getting set for race number 4 of Season 2 of the PCSRA Gatorade Dash Series as we're getting set to go racing here at the Auto Club Speedway of Southern California. We got 6 drivers making their debut. One of them starts on the pole. That's Connor Breton. Alongside of him is David Heller, who dropped a spot down to 11th in the point standings. Abigail Lincoln dropped 6 spots to 24th in the point standings, so not the start she has been looking forward to. And Annie Thomas has been having a pretty messy first several races. Thomas comes into this race 20th in the standings. As you look at the rest of the starting grid, let's get these cars rolling off behind the pace car. As the 42 car field, yes, we finally got a full field of 42. And the points are as follows. Annie Crenshaw took the points lead. She has a 1-point lead over Chester Harvey and Rebecca Hawkins. J Ard is 4th in the standings, 14 points back. 16 back is Ari Springer, who rounds out the top 5. I believe I still have her card. Yes, I do. 6 is Cody Smart, 19 points back. 20 back is Tatum Wright, who's 7th. Maxie Chilton is 23 back in 8th. Mackenzie Thompson lost the points lead, dropped all the way down to 9th in the standings. And Kelly Boston completes the top 10. The 6 drivers making their debuts are, is of course Breton, Colby, Ahern, Samad Oskin, who I forgot to put in the ride last week. I apologize about that. Cole Colby, Julia Ahern, Jeffers Leinbach, and Casey Hoyt are the 6 drivers making their debut. We'll see how they do. We'll see how everybody else will do. Green flag is in the air. We're racing at Auto Club. 13 laps on tap here today. Hopefully these drivers take it a little easy going into turn 1. Whoa, Derek McLean had to get out of the throttle. Their car got a little tight there at the start of the race as Connor Breton not going to lead much as here comes Abigail Lincoln in that 108 machine. Abigail Lincoln, 24th in the point standings, would like to get her first lap lead of the season. Timo Mauser, Michael Harvey, currently the lowest of the drivers that have run every race this season, as Breton retakes the lead. Lincoln will lead the first lap. I'm going to take a drink of water. Connor Breton. Last time we saw Connor Breton on this channel was back in the Craftsman or the Camping World Truck Series, where he made the playoffs but got eliminated from the championship. I believe he made it to the Elite 8 before he got eliminated. Abigail Lincoln in the 108 machine trying to fight back. There's Christopher Bright in the 193. Christopher Bright up to 29th in the point standings. There's Samad Oskin making his debut, running in the top 5 in the early stages of this race. Find out where our points leader is running. That would be the 121 of Annie Crenshaw. And she's all the way back in the 39th position. Has it updated? Yes, now she's dropped to 41st. The guy that was trying to run her down for the points lead, that would be Michael Harvey. He's running in 22nd. Came into this race 2nd in points. The gal that was trying to run them both down, Rebecca Hawkins, running in 20th. She was 3rd in the point standings coming into this race. Abigail Lincoln still trying to find victory lane for the first time this season. As this will be a 16 race season. This is the 1/4 mark of the season for the Gatorade Dash Series. Connor Breton still there. There's Christopher Bright, Salman Oskin having a good run. There's Marco Diaz in the 124 and Tatum Wright in the 111. Diaz is 15th in points. Tatum Wright jumped up to 8 spots to 7th in the point standings. There's David Heller, our winner from Coca-Cola. There's Sebastian Palmer in the 41. There's Cole Colby in the 177, making his debut on the channel. We'll see how he will do here today. Rebecca Hawkins. There's Jeffers Leinbach. Jeffers Leinbach, a former Buffalo Wild Wings Series driver. As Connor Breton leads, let's check back here. Oh, Zachary Fitzwater back here at the rear of the field. Fitzwater was 18th in the points coming in this race. And there's the points leader, Andy Crenshaw, all the way back in 40th. This is not what she needed. Same with Mackenzie Thompson. There's a couple of drivers back here that are running well in points are back here near the rear of the field. Springer's back here. Crenshaw. Thompson. There's Casey Hoyt. This is not the run he was hoping for. Last time I scored in the 35th position. Jessie Art, another gal that was 4th in the points coming in this race. So a lot of drivers back here running well in points are going to really take some major hits. As we're going to come up to 5 laps of racing to go here at Auto Club. That's really going to shake up the points table heading into next week's race. Next week, we're going to continue our West Coast trip. We've been to Phoenix last week. This week, we're at Auto Club. Next week, we're going to have our first road course race, Infineon Raceway in Sonoma, California. That's up I-5 on the I-5 highway up in Northern California, another 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That race will only have no caution. I do not remember if we've raced here at Auto Club in Season 1, but I'm going to double check to confirm it. Survey says we have not raced here at Auto Club before. So this is our inaugural race, and so is the race next week when we head to Sonoma. Tatum Wright in the 111, trying to hold off Abigail Lincoln. As we're down to 3 to go here in this race. Abigail Lincoln will be in the Diva Series in attempting a part-time Diva Cup Series schedule next season. So it's Tatum Wright in the same rides they're running in. Connor Breton, currently the leader. It's going to be really an uphill battle for 6 drivers that are making their debut. Breton, Colby, Hoyt, Leinbach, Arhin, Oskin, those drivers that have made their debut. This is going to be an uphill battle for them to try to even win this championship, even though they missed the first 3 races of the season. But I know they would like to go to victory lane at some point in the season. Next time by, we're going to take the white flag. It'll be the final lap here at Auto Club. As I said, this is the inaugural race from here in Southern Cal. Next week, we're heading to Sonoma. The following week, we're heading back to the East Coast. And we're going to go racing at Darlington, a historical track. That'll be a fun race. As we're on the last lap of this race, a caution-free race is not a big surprise. As Connor Breton, in his debut, Josh Harmon trying to reel in the 119. It's not going to be enough time for Josh Harmon to make a move. And Connor Breton, in his debut race, will go to victory lane here today at Auto Club. What a race for Connor Breton in that 119 machine. No points coming into this race. Gonna get the victory, and that's going to be big for him. As the standings are official, Josh Harmon will get second. Marco Diaz, this is going to really do his championship hopes a whole lot of good. 15th in the points table. Going to get third. Christopher Bright gets fourth. Great run for him. Sebastian Palmer will complete your top five. Samet Oskin, good debut in sixth. Annie Thomas, well-needed run from her, 20th in points. In seventh, Cody Smart, Tatum Wright, and Derek McLean gets the top 10. Well done to Derek McLean. Top 15 was completed by Abigail Lincoln. Chester Harvey, second in points. The 188, that would be Julia Ahern. Good run for her in her debut. She will also race in the Diva Series next season. Tatiana Noguera and Jeffers Leinbach, your top 15. Look on down through the remainder of the finishing results. 41 of our 42 drivers finished the race on the lead lap. Ari Springer was the last one. She's going to take a major hit, fifth in points. And Cole Colby finished out of the race due to a piston failure, is what took his 177 behind the wall. So that's a tough break for him. A couple of notables I'm also seeing on here that were running well in points. Annie Crenshaw, the points leader, 30. Let's see, that's 34th. Mackenzie Thompson, 37th. Those two were top 10 in the points table. Jessie Art, fourth in points. This is going to be a massive blow to her in the championship. So I can tell you what, Auto Club played its part in shaking up the points, and we're going to have a massive point shakeup heading into next week at Infineon Raceway or Sears Point or Sonoma, if you guys like to be whatever name you want to say. Either way, we're going to Sonoma next week. Thank you all for joining me for today's race. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCSRA crew today. We showed your full finish results. Your points are down in the description heading into next week's race at Sonoma. Until then, I've been Edeville signing off. You've been watching another broadcast of PCSRA TV, the best in racing around the world since 2017. Goodbye from Auto Club Speedway.